Hey there, New Yorkers and fellow Brooklynites. I'm so glad you joined me today as we navigate these challenging times in our great city. I want to take a moment to have a genuine face-to-face conversation with you all. We've all seen the headlines, felt the impact of rising costs, and witnessed the struggles our communities are facing. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but it's important that we continue to come together and have honest discussions about our city's future. So welcome to today's podcast, where I'll delve into a critical topic for New Yorkers: why it's essential to cast your vote for Donald Trump in this upcoming November presidential election. I say it now, and I will say it again and again. New York has always been a place of resilience and strength. Whether you're from the heart of Manhattan, the vibrant neighborhoods of Brooklyn, or anywhere else in this incredible city, we all share a common bond, our love for New York and our desire to see it thrive. Today, I want to talk about why it's more crucial than ever to make an informed choice in this upcoming November election. We'll explore how our city has been affected under the current Democratic leadership, reflect on the successes of past Republican governance, and discuss why I believe Donald Trump is the leader who can bring positive change to New York City. Now, this isn't just about politics, people. It's about our homes, our jobs, our safety, and our future. So let's dive in and have this important conversation together. I appreciate your time and your willingness to engage. Your voice matters, and it's through discussions like this that we can work towards a better future for all of us. Now, as we approach this pivotal moment, let's take a deep dive into why Trump is not only a better choice for New York, but also why the current Democratic leadership has left our state in a precarious position. We'll explore the state of New York under Democratic rule, compare it to the accomplishments of previous Republican leadership, and make a compelling case for why Trump is the right leader to turn things around. New York is currently grappling with a myriad of problems that have been exacerbated under Democratic governance. Let's start with infrastructure. The city's roads, bridges, and public transportation systems are showing signs of severe neglect. Crumbling roads and outdated public transit are not just inconveniences, they are dangerous and have significant economic implications. Commuters all face delays, businesses experience disruptions, and the overall quality of life is deteriorating rapidly. The state's infrastructure woes are a direct result of poor management and insufficient funding, issues that have been persistent under the Democratic administration. The economic situation in New York isn't faring much better. Job losses have been rampant, and the city is struggling to recover from the economic downturns that have plagued it in recent years. The cost of living continues to rise for us all, while wages have stagnated, leaving many New Yorkers in a financial bind. Small businesses here are particularly hit hard, struggling with increased operational costs and decreased consumer spending. This economic malaise can be traced back to policies and decisions made by the current Democratic leadership, which has failed to address the root cause of these problems effectively. Homelessness and the housing crisis are also escalating. More and more people are finding themselves without a stable place to live, and affordable housing options are becoming increasingly scarce. Unless you're a migrant immigrant coming into the city, then they'll put you up in a $500 a night hotel room and give you money, clothes, and other things that you need. But if you're here in New York and you're struggling or need help, you're on your own. The streets are filled with homeless individuals, and the lack of adequate support systems means that many of us are left to fend for ourselves. The current administration's policies have failed to tackle these issues in a meaningful way, leading to a worsening of this crisis. Illegal immigration is another pressing issue that has burdened New York and continues to burden us. The influx of these illegal immigrants has placed additional strains on public services and resources. Schools, hospitals, and social services are stretched thin, and the impact on local communities is palpable. The Democratic approach to handling immigration has often been criticized for being overly lenient and not addressing the concerns of us residents who are directly affected by these policies. Now, to understand the contrast between the current state of New York and what it could be, let's take a moment to reflect on the accomplishments of our old mayor, Rudy Giuliani, a Republican mayor whose leadership transformed New York City. When Giuliani took office, the city was facing a multitude of problems, including high crime rates and economic stagnation inherited from David Dinkins, a Democrat. Through a series of bold and effective policies, Giuliani managed to turn things around. He implemented rigorous crime-fighting strategies that significantly reduced crime rates and made the city safer for us residents and visitors alike. His economic policies revitalized neighborhoods, spurred business growth, and attracted investments into the city. Giuliani's tenure is a testament to what strong Republican leadership can achieve. His success in turning around New York City stands in a stark contrast to the current administration's handling of the state's problems. Under his leadership, New York City saw significant improvements, and his track record serves as a powerful example of how effective Republican governance can be. We all loved Rudy Giuliani, both Democrats and Republicans alike. I mean, let's think back to September 11, 2001, a day that changed everything. The attacks shook us to the core, leaving us with profound grief and an uncertain future. But in the midst of that darkness and devastation, New York City showed incredible strength, and a significant part of what had happened was due to the leadership of Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani just didn't lead New York through a crisis, he lifted us all up. His response to 9/11 was not about partisan politics, not at all. He didn't approach the tragedy as a Republican mayor working for Republicans. He was a leader for everyone, every New Yorker, every Brooklynite, every individual affected by these attacks. He understood that his role was to unite us all, to provide solace and strength in a time of profound need. And reflecting on Rudy Giuliani's leadership, it's important to remember that the spirit of unity and the dedication is something we should all strive for in our current and future leaders. The challenges we face today, whether they are related to infrastructure, the economy, homelessness, or other pressing issues, requires a leader who is committed to everybody in our city, not just a specific group or party. Donald Trump's impact on New York during his first term as president also provides a strong case for his re-election. Trump's policies were designed to benefit the entire nation, including New York. He implemented tax cuts that provided relief to both individuals and businesses, stimulating economic growth and creating jobs. His administration focused on deregulation, which helped us all helped reduce the bureaucratic red tape that has stifled us all, businesses, innovation, and expansion. One of Trump's notable achievements was his approach to his energy policy. By promoting energy independence and lowering fuel prices, Trump made it possible for New Yorkers to enjoy lower gas prices. This not only reduced the cost of living, but also had a positive effect on our local economy. Additionally, Trump's efforts to improve border security and reduce illegal immigration helped alleviate some of the pressures on New York's public services and resources. Under Trump's leadership, interest rates on credit cards and home loans were kept low, making it easier for New Yorkers to manage their finances and purchase homes. The policies contributed to more of a stable and prosperous economic environment. Now, in contrast to the current Democratic administration, it struggles to maintain the economic benefits, resulting in higher costs for everyday necessities and increased financial strain on us residents. Now, as we look towards the November elections, it's important to consider the alternatives. Kamala Harris, the current vice president, hails from California, a state with its own set of challenges and policies that differ significantly from New York City's needs. Voting for Harris is akin to rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles over the New York Giants in a Super Bowl. It's a choice that disregards the unique needs and concerns of New Yorkers in favor of an outsider who may not fully understand the intricacies of our city and its problems. Harris's background and policies are more aligned with the challenges faced by California rather than New York. Her approach to governance has been criticized for not addressing the specific needs of New Yorkers, especially when it comes to infrastructure, housing, and illegal immigration. Her policies are unlikely to provide the solutions that New York requires to thrive. In contrast, Trump's track record demonstrates a clear understanding of New Yorkers' needs and a commitment to addressing them effectively. He's a New Yorker. His policies have benefited New York, and his leadership has shown that he is capable of making decisions that positively impact the city. With Trump, New Yorkers can expect a continuation of the pro-business, pro-growth policies that have helped the city in the past. Now, people, as we approach the November election, it's crucial for New Yorkers to consider the current state of our city and the impact of our choices on its future. The Democratic leadership has led to a deterioration in infrastructure, economic hardship, increased homelessness, and challenges related to illegal immigration. Now, Rudy Giuliani's success as Republican mayor and Donald Trump's achievements during his first term as president provide a strong case why Trump is the right choice for New York. Voting for Trump is not just about supporting a political candidate, it's about choosing a leader who has demonstrated his commitment to addressing New York's unique challenges and fostering a thriving environment for all of us residents. You know, in contrast, voting for Kamala Harris could mean continuing down a path that we're seeing that has not served well for New York. So thank you for tuning in to today's podcast. I encourage you to reconsider these points carefully as you prepare for the election. Your voice, your vote, and it's crucial to make sure that your voice is heard in support of a leader who can truly understand and can address the needs of New York. If you found this episode informative and valuable, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. All right, New York and Brooklynites, let's make a real impact this November. We've seen how leadership can make a difference, just as Rudy Giuliani stepped in our darkest hour and led with strength and unity. We now have a chance to choose a leader who will tackle our current challenges head on. It's time to shock the world and turn this state red. Let's send a clear, undeniable message that we're not going to take it. Oh no, we're not going to take it anymore. We're not going to accept the status quo of crumbling infrastructures, rising costs, and ineffective leadership. We're standing up and demanding better for our city, our state, and our future. This isn't about politics. It's about reclaiming our city's potential and ensuring that New York thrives once again. And by voting for Donald Trump, we're choosing a leader who has shown he can deliver results, someone who understands the unique needs of New Yorkers and is committed to making real positive changes. So people, let's rally together, let's turn the tide and show that New Yorkers are ready for a big change. Let's make history by choosing leadership that truly serves us all. Together we can make sure that our voices are heard and that New York gets the leadership it deserves. Stay tuned for more episodes, and let's make sure we head to the polls informed and ready to make a difference this November. Again, my fellow New Yorkers, vote for Trump in November. Let's surprise and shock the nation, the world, and let's lead this beautiful city into a new era of peace and prosperity for all of us. Until next time, I'll keep advocating for what's best for our city and our state. Let's make America great again, and more importantly, but just as important, let's make New York State great again. Thank you, everyone.